For years, I've been scared of making my own pizza base. I'm not talking about some low-calorie wrap pizza or a pre-made base. I'm talking about getting your flour, getting your water, making a dough, rolling it out, baking it from scratch. Now, my fear wasn't purely from a fitness standpoint. Yes, pizza bases can be very calorically dense, which isn't ideal if you're a guy like me trying to stay lean with a very big appetite. But the fear was more so from a technical standpoint. There just seems like so much to mess up and so much that can go wrong. It seems like so much work. Flouring the counter, kneading the dough, letting it proof, making sure it's risen, rolling it out, baking it properly. There's so much to do. So rather than even attempting it, I wussed out, I shied away, I just never even tried. Until a few weeks ago when I started experimenting with a pizza dough recipe that I found on Google. And now I've perfected it and I'm bringing it to you. This is going to be the best and the easiest healthy homemade pizza base you've ever made, I promise. Here's what's so good about it. The dough. Less calories, less carbs, more protein. Yes, protein in the actual base itself. Volume. This base is big for the calories, like large Domino's pizza size big. The texture. It feels and tastes like normal pizza dough. It can be soft and chewy like I like, or it can be thin and crunchy. It depends how much you cook it and how much you want to roll it out. The ingredients, it's literally 2 ingredients. 2. And the time it takes to make, no sitting around, no waiting. You literally just mix the ingredients together and you're done. So yes, whilst it's a bold statement, it's a statement that I am happy and willing to make. This will be the best, easy, simple, homemade protein pizza base that you ever make. It's a bold statement which I am comfortable making. In fact, the only thing better than this homemade pizza base recipe is the quality of my online physique coaching. So if you're looking to improve your body composition, smash your goals whilst enjoying your life, get in touch with me. You can email me, ashmaypt@gmail.com, or you can hit that top link in the description and we can work together for some online coaching. But seriously guys, do yourself a massive favour and definitely try this one out. Because tonight we are having pizza that tastes like a takeaway with none of the calories. Let's get into the ingredients. Right, so as I already said, this recipe is really simple. So simple that when I first made it, I was not expecting it to work. And it blew my mind when it did in fact work. All of the ingredients will be listed in the description box along with the quantities used for today's pizza base, and I'll also have links directly to the ones that I recommend you pick up. Those links do help me a little bit, so make sure that you do pick some stuff up through there if you want to support me. The first ingredient for the pizza dough is going to be 80 grams of self-rising flour. If you don't have self-rising flour, you can just use plain flour or wholemeal flour or something like that, and add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and you basically have the same thing. We're then going to add 8 grams of quick yeast, and I really have no idea if this makes a difference or not. I just read somewhere that it would make the base chewier, and I like a chewy base, so I thought it's not that many calories, why not add it? So it might do nothing. You don't have to put it in, but I'm putting it in. And then the last thing you need for this pizza base, believe it or not, is 190 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt. Yes, it's back in the recipes. As always, every single recipe, I swear I have this tub. But as always, fat-free Greek yogurt, not Greek style yogurt, because Greek style isn't as thick and we need the thickness of Greek yogurt. I know it sounds really weird having Greek yogurt in a pizza base and it shouldn't work. But in fact, the weird part is how much it does work and how it tastes just like a completely normal pizza base. You can't taste it at all. It adds a ton of protein to the pizza base and it just makes a perfect dough. Absolutely mental. Just make sure to get actual Greek yogurt, because if you cheap out on Greek style yogurt, you're fucked. And that's literally it for the base. Once you've got that, you're pretty much good to go. You know how to top a pizza. But for the sake of today's recipe and the calories and macros I'll be giving you later on, I'm going to be using 30 grams of tomato passata for the pizza sauce mixed with some water and some herbs, 50 grams of fat-free cheese for the cheese, And then 25 grams of pepperoni slices. I'm going to be using these vegan ones because I have them, but you can use whatever ones you like. If you can access turkey pepperoni, then I'd highly recommend you do so because apparently it tastes exactly the same and has way better macros. But in the UK, we haven't cottoned on to turkey pepperoni yet, so I'm stuck with stuff like this. And that is literally all we need to make a pizza that is so good that it tastes like it could have been delivered to your door in a cardboard box. You're probably still skeptical about just how good this is, so let's actually get into the recipe so I can show you. I genuinely haven't been this excited to show you a recipe for a long time. That is not to say that my other recipes aren't amazing, because they are all really good. But with the amount of these high volume, low calorie, cheaty kind of foods I've made, it takes a lot to impress me. But this one has certainly done it. It has absolutely blown me away. So I am so excited to share it with you, because I think it's going to blow you away too. So let's make the damn pizza. Okay, so this recipe really is shockingly simple for how insanely good it comes out. The first thing you're going to do is get your oven preheating to 180 degrees C, ready to receive our pizza later on. Then just get yourself a pretty big mixing bowl and add 80 grams of your flour. And then if you're not using self-rising flour, add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to add the 8 grams of quick yeast, but that is optional, remember, because I don't know if it actually does anything. Then add the 190 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt and get mixing. It can take a bit of time for the Greek yogurt to fully incorporate with the flour, so I would recommend that you use a hand mixer with pizza dough hooks like I'm doing here, but you can definitely do it with just your hands. Just be patient, guys, come on. Once you've got something resembling a dough, you're ready for the next step. It is still going to be stickier than a normal pizza dough, but don't worry, that is fine. You can then let the dough sit in the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes with a cover on top to firm up slightly, but again, that step is optional. Next up, we're going to line a pizza tray with baking paper, spray that with non-stick spray, and then add your dough ball into the center. We then need to roll out the pizza dough, but here's a pro tip, right? Since this is a sticky dough, get another sheet of parchment paper and put that over the top of the dough, and then roll it out over the top of the second sheet to stop the dough sticking to the rolling pin. Genius. Spend some time getting the dough into the shape you want it to be. Obviously, the bigger you make it, the thinner the base will be, but it will really be pretty damn big anyway, especially if you don't mind a thin and crispy base. Once it's rolled out, remove the top sheet, put the base in the oven, and it will begin cooking. While that cooks, we're going to get the toppings ready. So 30 grams of passata mixed with water, salt and herbs, 50 grams of grated fat-free cheese, and 25 grams or so of pepperoni slices. When the base is looking nearly ready, bring it out of the oven, build your pizza in a way that makes you feel happy and warm inside, and then just put it back in the oven until the cheese has fully melted, and then you're done. You have got your low-calorie, high-protein pizza. Did I or did I not tell you that this recipe is absolutely amazing? Look at it. Look at that. I was absolutely fed up of being disappointed by low-calorie pizza recipes, and I was bored of just making do with recipes that were like pizza, but not actual pizza, like my pizza omelets or wrap pizzas. I wanted actual pizza, and guys, I've done it. This recipe is actual pizza, and it is just amazing. A thick, doughy base that's filling, it's satisfying. It just tastes like a normal pizza base. You've got a thick layer of sauce. You've got pepperoni for every slice. You've got melted cheese. It's just amazing. My God, this makes me happy. The calories and macros for this entire pizza are absolutely incredible. But first, whilst it's still warm, I definitely need to do a taste test. So, it's just too good to be true. It literally is the best and easiest low-calorie, high-protein pizza you can make at home. The calories and macros for this entire pizza are 574 calories with 54 grams of protein, 75 grams of carbs, and only 7 grams of fat. entire large sized pizza with 7 grams of fat, less than 600 calories, and 54 grams of protein. That's ridiculous. And remember, you can reduce those calories even further just by taking out the pepperoni, using a turkey pepperoni if you can get your hands on it, or using chicken, or just keeping to the cheese. So that's it. That is the best low calorie, high protein, and simplest like calorie, high protein pizza you will ever make at home, I promise. Hardly any faff, hardly any waiting around. Just lots of eating, lots of happiness. Why spend 20 quid on a pizza takeaway that's gonna make you fat, taste really good, but make you feel like crap the next day, when you can spend 20 minutes making this that's gonna get you shredded and be completely satisfying. It's gonna get you jacked. It's a no-brainer. So guys, do yourself a favor, try out this recipe, let me know below how you found it. See if you absolutely love it as much as I do. Subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week, so join the team and don't miss out. Remember, if you're interested in online coaching with me, you can hit that top link in my description, get in touch, and we can get some work in together. Thank you as always for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Until the next one, see you later guys.